We start with breaking news tonight. At least one person is dead after a bus crash in Orange County that was carrying high school students from Long Island. Good evening. I'm Natasha Verma.
And I'm Steve Lacey. That crash happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon on I-84 westbound in Wawayanda. Here's the latest. That bus went down an embankment. One person was killed. More than 40 others were injured. It was carrying students from Farmdale High School to a band camp in Pennsylvania. The identity of the person killed has not been released at this time.
We have live team coverage on this breaking news story. Richard Giacobas is in Orange County near the site of the crash. Jody Goldberg is outside Farmingdale High School in Long Island. But first we go to Dan Rice over the scene at Sky Fox HD. Dan, talk to us about this crash site and what you're seeing.
Natasha, a very active scene down here, as you would imagine. This is a few miles west on I-84 of exit 15. The exits are very scattered out in this area. There's about a 10-mile gap between exits, and it's about 2 miles west of that area where we see this bus went off of the highway. There was a ditch between the westbound and eastbound sides of the roadway there, and you can see that bus came to a crashing stop against those trees over there. Significant damage to that vehicle down there in the ditch. You can see pieces of the bus alongside of it, and of course crews working to get that vehicle out of the ditch now. Of course, the injured have been taken to the area hospitals, as you mentioned. Unfortunately, one person killed in that crash, and what they've done now is they brought in the heavy-duty tow trucks over here. They're going to have to try to drag that bus with these two tow trucks out of that ditch and back up onto the highway. You can see there was a very thin guardrail on the side of the highway there. The cause of that crash not yet known, but obviously a very extensive operation over here and for commuters through the area. The eastbound lanes of 84, well, they're reopened on the bottom of your video, but it's that westbound side that'll remain closed for some time to come, and of course the investigation will be much longer than that. Reporting in Sky Fox, let's go back to the studio.
Dan, thank you. And students who are on that bus are starting to be reunited with their parents.
Fox 5's Richard Giacobas joins us live from SUNY Orange Community College, where those reunions are happening as we speak. Richard.
What a tough day, Steve and Natasha. Imagine being a parent and knowing that your child is on board that charter bus. You're already nervous. It's going from Long Island to Pennsylvania to a band camp, and then suddenly you get the call that the bus crashes. It is beyond scary. And tonight we've seen some of those family members arrive here to SUNY Orange, rushing into what was supposed to be a makeshift reunification center on the campus. But we're now told that has been moved to Farmingdale High School on Long Island. We'll explain what was happening here in a moment. It's been a long few hours of waiting after hearing the news of that crash. On board that charter bus were high school students from the Farmingdale High School School District heading to a band camp in Pennsylvania when the bus suddenly drove off Interstate 84, falling down an embankment at around 1 this afternoon in the town of Wawayanda. At least one is dead and dozens of others are injured. 5 of them were told critical at Westchester Medical Center and Garnet Health Medical Center in Wallkill. Fire officials say 43 people in total were taken to hospitals with injuries. The Farmingdale School District had told loved ones that uninjured students from other buses were being transported back to the high school that were part of this original caravan. But they first stopped here at SUNY Orange. Students had the opportunity to stretch and meet with grief counselors here at the college before heading back to Long Island. Once cleared, they will be returning to Farmingdale High School, and that's where the reunification is now taking place. The bus that crashed was one of 6 carrying students from Farmingdale High School. The band camp is in Greeley, Pennsylvania. That's where the bus was heading. No word again on why the bus crashed, what happened. We're waiting for some clarification from state police. They're briefing the media within the next hour at the state barracks in Middletown. Governor Kathy Hochul releasing a statement saying we are grateful for the first responders whose speedy action saved lives, and we will continue to support them however necessary. Our hearts are with all who are impacted by this horrific situation. Again, we're waiting for a press conference from state police that will happen around 6 o'clock, and we will bring it to you live. Right now, we can tell you that one person on board that bus that crashed is dead. 5 people are in critical condition at the Westchester Medical Center, where they have a trauma unit. Of course, bring you any latest updates that we have. We spoke to a parent just moments before I stepped in front of this camera whose daughter was on board a different bus that was part of that caravan. She was very shaken up. He was supposed to chaperone this group of students students heading to the band camp. He told me just what a terrible day it was and how much pain he's been in, even coming here to SUNY Orange to try to regather his thoughts and comfort his daughter. And now he's making the trek back to Farmingdale High School, but we'll have some sound from him within the hour. For now, we're live on the campus of SUNY Orange. We're in Middletown. Richard Giacovas, Fox 5 News. We'll send it back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Richard.